Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Never Age TV. You may not recognize me today because I look different. Welcome to this channel. If you are new here, you're welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. And for those that are finding us for the first time, thank you for checking on us. Thank you for finding this channel. This is Never Age TV. You are welcome. Subscribe to this channel, guys. Get to know us and we get to know you. In the comment section is where we know each other. Because we'll find you there and you'll find us there. Yeah, sawa. So guys, I'm just addressing somebody. Oh my God. Thank you for those new subscribers that I found on this channel. And I want to ask you to subscribe. Those that are fighting us today, subscribe. Huh. I look funny. I look different. And change is always as good. And I feel good because I'm different today. I went to the salon. I had my hair done. And this is me. Wow. So guys, I was in Nyabohanze today. I went visiting Marwa. I wanted to see what Marwa is starting with on arrival in Nyabohanze. I wanted to know if he's starting with the tiles. But what I found out is that Marwa has decided to start with the perimeter wall. What he did is he went for Mayugno. And I think Mayugno went looking for guys that were meant to do the digging of the trench that holds the perimeter wall, and that is what they did today. So many young men were there, and I believe that what I was worried about is now nothing, because I can tell you for sure that the party will be there in November. Why I know is because I was looking at the work in the compound and I was like, hey, does Marwa think that he's going to accomplish all this within the short time that he has between now and November 18th, because the date for the party has been decided? And I was looking and I said, Marwa must be joking. There is a lot of work in the compound to be done, because first of all, the house doesn't have any tiles. Second, there is no perimeter wall. And I was wondering, if there is no wall, how are guests going to come in and expect to be safe? Because you don't leave your country of origin and you come visiting Africa, where you can be attacked in the night because there is no security. In Africa, we have got walls surrounding our homes, because we are not like Europe, where you see houses, and even in the USA, where houses don't even have gates. In Africa, we have to have secured gates and walls. And I was like, Marwa has not even done this perimeter wall. How does he expect to host people in such an open area? And how are people going to walk and stay in a dusty house where there are no tiles, there are no curtains, and mosquitoes are biting everybody? But when I saw the start that he gave to this whole issue, I said, hey, Marwa must have made arrangements with Mayugno already, because Mayugno came in. Though Mayugno was like, he's doing his videos, interviewing the guys that he was supposed to work with, and taking a lot of time to shoot one video, which the time that should have been used to make the guys start working. The guys should have been working while being interviewed by Mayugno. But Mayugno was just having them there to answer his questions. And these are guys who are supposed to be digging the trench. But anyway, I found that the trench was already dug for the perimeter wall. And Marwa has decided to start with the perimeter wall. There's also something that is very worrying. Guys, in Nyabohanze, there is never power. There is never electricity. There is never electricity. You get electricity for one day, you stay for a whole month without power. And I'm just wondering, is Marwa prepared with generators for power production? Or how are guests going to live in darkness? I realized that as he was taking us around his villa, he told us that electricity is going to come soon. And he said, he sounded very disappointed, because he said, in Nyabohanze, we have a problem with power. And I prayed for Marwa. I said, oh my God, even me, when I have guests, I would rather be embarrassed on any other day, but not the day my guests are in. I just hope that during the duration that Marwa is going to be having the guests there, that power will be available or will be restored in the whole locality, because it's like it's the whole area. You remember even last time, 6 months ago, before he left, they had issues with power, and David Jr. could always do videos about him going to upload videos in the nearest shopping center, Nyabohanze, at a certain friend's business place. I don't know if it is a kinyozi, you know, the barber shop or something. But in the area, Nyabohanze area, where Marwa has built his villa, there is no power. Oh my God, there is no power. So he was very very disappointed and very discouraged. You know, with power, it's not something that you can just buy for yourself and you say, okay, in my house, I have bought power and it will never disappear. It has to be the Kenya Power company that comes to fix power in the locality. And then you people will benefit from that, all of you. And when there's a power outage, every one of you will lack the power. So in this case, there's a tendency of power outages in Nyabohanze. And this is something that they have tried to sort out for a long time. You remember even when Mama Ann's house was being built, there was no power. Marwa had to drop in his power so that Mama Ann can pull from his place. Yes, and that's what happened. Then after a few days, the power is again lost. There is no power. They're in darkness. So I am here fearing for Marwa, and I'm just asking myself, how is it gonna be when Marwa is having guests from US, Europe, and everywhere else, and they come and stay in darkness, having left their power in their countries? You know, power is everything, I should say. You cannot have food in the fridge without power. It will go bad. You cannot wash clothes without power, because people don't wash clothes by hand anymore. These guys that are going to come, they have never washed clothes by hand. They saw it as a video when Congrats' mom was washing clothes there for Dimwango and Marwa every day, bedding her back, killing her back. People don't do that. So I'm sure they're just wondering how. I'm just wondering how they are going to survive without power when they need to wash their clothes, and you know they'll be there for a whole 1 month. So for a whole 1 month, you need to clean up and wash your clothes every now and then. And if you don't do that, then it's gonna be very, 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 very hard. So guys, I'm trying to transfer because I notice this corner that I am in, there's no proper light. And now, have I even gone to the worst corner? Oh my God. With the video, you have to know where you are and how the lighting is. And I'm just wondering how I can go about this light, because it's dark. It looks dark. The video looks very, very dark. But anyway, all these things will be sorted out. I want to tell you guys that in Nyabohanze, there's no power. And I tell you, it is very, very, very disheartening to imagine that guests are going to come to our country. I feel for Marwa as a country person, because it is our reputation that will be spoiled, because people will go and say, what kind of a place that we went to? These people don't even have power in their country, and it's going to be a shame. I'm still trying to look for proper lighting, because I don't want my video to be dark. I don't want it to be dark. Is this a better place? I think so. I think so. Oh my God. Okay, let's continue. So guys, those are the few things that I noticed about power, about the security wall, the perimeter wall. And now, coming to the tiles, I know Marwa ladded talking about tiles. Even when he was in the US, at the airport, everywhere, he was just seeing tiles and saying, these are the ones I'm going to put in my house. Everywhere he went, these are the tiles I'm going to put in my house. The airport, every airport had tiles that Marwa wanted to put in his house. And when he landed in Kenya, the first thing was to go and buy the tiles with together with the barber man who cut his hair, Steve. And now, I'm looking at this house. He says it has to be tiled up to the rooftop, to avoid water leakage. And I'm just wondering, don't you think, I was wondering, is Marwa going to make it within this very short time? Because I know tiling takes a lot of time. But when I looked at the population of the people that came working for him today, and the kind of work they did for one day, I said, I know he's gonna make it. So guys, these tiles will be fixed. The door handles will be fixed. The swimming pool will be dug. I'm imagining the day he'll be digging the swimming pool. The kind of workmanship that is going to be brought in there. Because it will have to be big. It will have to be a very big workmanship. Because he will need to dig this swimming pool. You know, it's normally very deep. You know the depth of the swimming pool. It will have to be done. But I'm thinking Marwa's swimming pool will be bigger than what we think. Because at one time he said he's going to have his swimming pool surround the whole of his house. So I'm imagining that he's going to bring a lot of workmanship. Or maybe he may bring a tractor to start with. I don't think it's going to be dug by hand. So those that were worried like me, wondering whether the party is going to be in November still, and wondering whether it's gonna be the work that is there will have finished, worry no more, because what I know is that Marwa has made arrangements to do so much. Things like the interior design and all that, the fittings like the sinks, and all the plumbing work, plumbing. Hey, guys, it's not gonna be easy. It's a lot of work. While plumbing, you dig up the walls that you had already completed, and then you refill them. You redo them again, and it has to be neat because it's a new house. And I am here wondering, but I don't want to wonder anymore. I just want to ask myself, what is the hurry for this party? Don't you think this party should have been held next year, like in April or June, when the house is completely complete, so that people don't lack the utilities that they are used to in their homes or in their countries? Because you don't call people from their countries to come and then they lack some utilities that are very essential, and they are bored, yet you have invited them for a party for a whole 1 month. They are going to fly back to their countries and they are going to wonder, what kind of an invite was this? I love Marwa, and Marwa, I continue liking you so much. But I don't want you to be embarrassed. I also don't want you to be stressed. You know, have you ever invited guests? And then these guests end up becoming stress. You get so stressed with these guests, and you even wish they could go back to their countries. This is, or to their homes, sorry, in this case, the normal guests that you invite in our homes. Because you find out that these guests are stressing you. You are so stressed, and you are wondering, when will I come back to my normal self? When are these guests leaving for their homes? Because a guest is so demanding. Demanding not in a way, oh my God, something has fallen on me. Not in a bad way, but demanding in a way that you will also want to satisfy your guests by giving them the best. You want to give them the best. You want them not to lack anything. You want them to enjoy because you invited them. So you cook the best food for the guests. And when you do, you have to make sure that they have all the meals. You have to wash their hands. You have to make sure that they have the serviettes to dry their hands. The toilet papers tissue papers in the toilets have to be there, enough of them. You have to make sure that these people sleep well. The mosquito nets are there because this is the village where there are many trees. So the mosquitoes may be there. You have to have a lot of, is it disinfectant? No, not disinfectant. Yeah, disinfectants also. And insecticides. And these sprays like Doom. And what do we call it? This one that kills mosquitoes. You have to make sure that you have enough. You have to make sure that the foods are there in 3-course meals. And sometimes 4, because You may take breakfast, you take lunch, and at about 4 you feel hungry. And you know, supper in Africa, we take dinner from 7, 8, even 9 in the night. And you want to have a biting. This is a guest who is in your house. They have to be made comfortable. You have to make sure that their beddings are washed thoroughly and regularly. They have nice pillowcases and pillows. You have to make sure that they are sleeping on firm beds, not beds that are making noise. When you turn in the night, the bed makes noise and wakes up the neighbor. You don't have to have that. You have to make sure that these guests of yours are comfortable. There is music to entertain them in the house. Don't think they'll be just on YouTube watching your videos. No, they have to also enjoy music, and they dance. They have to have good music. So power has to be there to entertain these guests. You have to make sure that these guys are also entertained in a way that you have cars in the compound to take them to the towns, nearby towns, or even far by towns in the country, where they can decide to go and see the countryside. They also want to know how it is out there, how it looks like in Nakuru. You are in Kisii or Kuria, or at the border of Tanzania and Kenya, which you call Isebania, but they may want to go to Kisumu. So you have to have vehicles there because there is no airport. And I don't think the helipad that you have built, that those helicopters are going to be flying people to Kisumu, Nairobi. It's not going to happen. So transport has to be there, daily transport. These people cannot come with their cars from the US, from Europe. They'll need to have transport to be taken to places and sightseeing. You also have to pay for them because you are the one who invited them. You don't subject people to paying for wildlife travels and tours when they want to go and see the lions and the wildebeest migrating. You have to make sure that you pay for them. You have to buy them drinks. There are those people that want to drink a lot of alcohol because they are holidaying. You have to have that money for alcohol. You have to entertain them. The entertainment has to be there. So there are so many things involved in this particular visit. It's gonna be a holiday kind of, and the party is not just a party without cakes. There's going to be so many cakes. There are going to be so many cakes, so many goats slaughtered, so many cows. There's going to be so much that is involved. And I don't think that you can invite people and then you continue asking them for donations. That if you want to donate towards my party, please, this is my PayPal bill, my PayPal or whatever number. No, you need to be the host that you are. You are the person who invited them. So do not ask them to donate. This is my brother Marwa that I'm advising. I don't want him to be ashamed, because if he's ashamed, we are all ashamed. We are the Kenyans here. So I'm very happy for Marwa to have taken trouble to even decide on the date that his guests are coming. And also, without wasting any time, he's set to start his construction. But I feel like it's not going to be easy. The final touches of a building are the issue here. The final touches. But they're not. I'm not a naysayer. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen. All I'm saying is my brother Marwa will actually be very exhausted, very, very exhausted, and he'll need to have a lot of rest during his party. But I have never known a host who rests. So Marwa will need to be on his toes because his guests need to be made very comfortable. Yes, they have to be very comfortable. As I do this video, you can see I'm not smiling. It's not that video that, hey, yes, guys, hey, today we are, because I know, and I pity Marwa, I know it's gonna be hectic. I one time hosted very few people in my home, and it was hectic. So I know it's not going to be easy. But Marwa, I'm not here to discourage you. I'm here to tell you that you have done a very good thing, inviting people from other countries to come and visit your home, to attend your party, to grace your party, and you have no discrimination. You are saying, let them come. Yes, we respect you for that, but let them be very, very comfortable. So guys, thank you so much for even listening and watching. I pray that you may subscribe to this channel. We are on our road to 1K. And yes, we are getting there. Thank you for those that have subscribed. As I said, it's free to subscribe. You are not charged anything. Nothing. So there are some people who wonder, am I going to subscribe to this channel, Never Age TV, and then they deduct my 5 shillings every day? There is no deduction. Nobody will ever touch your money. It is going to be free. It is free. Do not fear. Do not fear. Just subscribe. And after subscribing, leave it at that. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I pray that you're gonna work with this channel even as we get to 1,000 mark and more. Let us continue doing videos and even advising and entertaining each other, checking on each other. For those that are new here, please subscribe, and for the returning ones, welcome back. Thank you so much. So have yourself a very good blessed evening. Bye.